What is going on, everyone? So today doing a quick review on Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is like I think the first one in the Rich Dad Poor Dad series. I just managed to finish it, so I was like, well, let me quickly review it. So to give you a quick outline, Rich Dad Poor Dad is an absolute bliss to read. It teaches you about financial intelligence, so kind of understanding how money works, where does money go, where does money come from, how to manage money better. So it's an absolute bliss for any beginner who doesn't really know much about money and wants to kind of control their financial incomes and outcomes, financial cash flow. It's an absolute bliss to read because it's so easy to read. To give you the structure of the book, it's split into 9 different chapters. Each chapter gives you the overall information on what it is in that chapter. Then it gives you a summary of the chapter itself, so it kind of just what the chapter just said but in less detail. Then it gives you key highlights of sentences or quotes that was in that chapter that Roberts wants you to understand better. So he gives you the chapter, he gives you the highlighted quotes or sentences, and then asks you how would you describe that particular sentence or quote. And then it gives you a series of questions about that chapter, like where are you at the moment in your life when it comes to finances? Have you ever invested money before? Where do you want to go in terms of finances? Do you want to be financially free? Do you want to make a lot of money? Are you happy with where you are at the moment? So the structure is very easy to follow. It's very simple, very fun to read. I managed to finish the book in, I think it was like 2 weeks, but taking on and off breaks as well, so you could probably finish it probably in like 3 days. It's less than 300 pages, so it's nothing even that deep. I think the book itself, it costs, I think I paid £12 for this, but this is an absolute gold mine for anyone, like I said, who wants to take control of their financial future, who wants to make money, who wants to be financially free. So that's the state where you could just sort of pay for things and not really worry about having to save up or not having enough money. Now, Robert Kiyosaki managed to do that himself. He managed to become financially free through the long hustle with his wife, Kim. And he kind of just teaches us what his rich dad and poor dad taught him. I'm not going to go too much into detail because I do want you to read the book, because it is, very fun and very entertaining. The book itself, it's very well written, and it is, he is the best-selling author in the finance sector for about 20 years. He's been the best-selling author. So if you do want to take control of your life, if you are a beginner when it comes to finances, Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad, the first book in the Rich Dad Poor Dad series, is an absolute bliss. He teaches you what his rich dad and poor dad taught him. His rich dad isn't even his dad, is actually like his best friend's dad, who was an entrepreneur, while his poor dad is his poor dad. And he was very well educated, but he didn't know much about money. So he kind of just teaches you the differences between his rich dad and his poor dad, and what he kind of learned and how he managed to gain financial freedom over his life. So it's definitely a great book. Do have a read of it for £12. It's fucking affordable, mate. And yeah, that's it. Go and enjoy it.